Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today I will be talking about the 2018 Oscar nominations, which were released yesterday morning. I intended to record this video yesterday before I went to work, but I just sat around and watched Netflix all day because I wasn't feeling too hot. But here we are, day later. We're going to go over these, not reviews, we're going to go over these nominations, mostly just the big ones because there are so many smaller categories that A, I just tend to not care about, and B, they're the awards that no one really thinks about, which sucks because there's so many smaller jobs within the movie industry that actually do make a difference in movies, but I'm just not trying to be here reviewing all 20, 30 plus categories of the Oscars when you're all mostly here for Best Director, Best Film, Best Actor, etc. So right off the bat, we're starting with Best Original Screenplay when the nominees are The Big Sick, Get Out, Lady Bird, Shape of Water, and Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I want either Shape of Water to get out or Get Out to win. Mostly Get Out because, as you can see, I'm black. I like horror, and also this was just such an original film that, like, it's impossible. There's literally no other movie out there that can compare to Get Out in terms of its originality. So my prediction is that it's either going to go to Lady Bird or Three Billboards, just because realistically, I hate being that pessimistic person who's like, realistically, this not's gonna win the award, but like, they're not. I'm hoping it's gonna be Get Out, but I know it's either gonna go to Lady Bird, Shape of Water, or Three Billboards. Next up, we have Best Adapted Screenplay, and the nominations for that are Call Me by Your Name, The Disaster Artist, Logan, Molly's Game, and Mudbound. I personally think it's either gonna go to The Disaster Artist or Molly's Game. I know it's not gonna go to Call Me by Your Name because, what was it, Moonlight won last year, and the Oscar is not very good at things like every person knows. Because y'all remember when 12 Years a Slave won back in, what year is that, 2014? Yeah, it was 2014 when 12 Years a Slave won. And then we didn't have any like black-led movies that got nominated, let alone won, up until last year, 2017, with Moonlight. I know that they're not going to give 2 awards to a black or a gay movie back-to-back, because that's just not how they roll, and they're just like, oh, we gave the gays and the blacks a movie award last year. We can skip them this year. So realistically, I know it's probably going to go to The Disaster Artist, Logan, or Molly's Game. Mudbound, maybe, but definitely not Call Me by Your Name. The nominees for Best Animated Feature Film are The Boss Baby, The Breadwinner, Coco, Ferdinand, and Loving Vincent. We all know it's going to go to Coco. It won the Golden Globe, and whatever wins the Golden Globe usually goes on to win the Oscar. So it's really not much of a competition here. I'm not trying to shade these other movies, but Coco was just so great, and it's Disney. Disney tends to win these movies. I mean, these awards. And I'm surprised that Lego Batman wasn't nominated because it was really well received critically. It made a lot of money, and the animation's pretty darn solid. So I'm really surprised that this didn't get a nomination. Okay, 2 kind of minor award nominations are original song and original score. They're not really minor, but like, it's not like anybody ever tunes in specifically for this category. But for best score, we have Dunkirk, Phantom Thread, Shape of Water, Last Jedi, and Three Billboards. And for best original song, it's Mighty River, Mudbound, Mystery of Love from Call Me by Your Name, Remember Me from Coco, Stand Up for Something from Marshall, and This Is Me, The Greatest Showman. I know I just said that whatever wins the Golden Globe usually wins the Oscar, but I really want Remember Me to win for Coco because it's such a good song, and as much as I like the performances musically in The Greatest Showman, I was so upset that Coco lost to Hugh Jackman being a ringleader. And for original score, I'm not gonna go to Shape of Water. Alexander Desplat won the Golden Globe, so again, that rule still applies with Golden Globes winning Oscars. Best foreign language film. The nominees are A Fantastic Woman, The Insult, Loveless, Body and Soul, and The Square. I'm not going to talk about the nominees because I'm really upset and kind of surprised that First They Killed My Father wasn't nominated for anything, because it was, I only watched it last week because we got snowed in, so I just watched it, and it's really grueling to watch, and it's one of those movies that, first of all, it is Oscar bait. It's, for those of you who don't know, it's about a child soldier coming up during the Cambodian genocide. It is very depressing, so just throwing that out there if you do decide to watch it. It's on Netflix, not very easy to watch, but like, you can find it real easy. But I'm really surprised because Angelina Jolie directed it. It's that type of historical, depressing stuff that usually gets Oscar noms, so I'm just surprised that it didn't get nominated. So that's my biggest thing coming out of foreign language film because I really like that movie and I'm just kind of surprised and upset that it didn't get nominated. All right, jumping into the bigger categories now, we have Best Director, which is Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk, Jordan Peele for Get Out, Greta Gerwig, Lady Bird, Paul Thomas Anderson, Phantom Thread, and Guillermo Del Toro for The Shape of Water. This is either going to go to Jordan Peele, Christopher Nolan, or Guillermo del Toro. I don't want it to go to Lady Bird because, as I said in my video about the Golden Globes, I don't really like indie movies that focus on white girls being all weird and quirky and out there. And I really don't think Lady Bird was like Oscar worthy material. I really don't. And then I just don't like this whole idea of, oh, white women directors. It's not that iconic or revolutionary. So it's either going to go to Del Toro or Peele. And I'm really hoping it goes to Peele because this would be just amazing if a black man won for Best Director. I don't know the history for that, but I don't remember if old dude won for it back in 12 Years a Slave. But either way, I want Jordan Peele to win. And if not Jordan Peele, then Del Toro because I love his stuff too. And CNN has their things out of order in terms of like importance because I'm reading it backwards. That's why actor in a supporting role is Willem Dafoe for The Florida Project, Woody Harrelson, 3 Billboards, Richard Jenkins, Shape of Water, Christopher Plummer, All the Money in the World, and Sam Rockwell, 3 Billboards. I'm gonna say either Willem Dafoe or it's either gonna be Willem Dafoe. Dang, actually, I don't know. This is a pretty tough category. Because 3 Billboards did win for Best Drama at the Golden Globes. So, if it doesn't go to Harrelson or Sam Rockwell, it's definitely going to go to Richard Jenkins because Shape of Water is the most nominated film this year. So if not either one of the dudes from 3 Billboards, then it's definitely going to go to Richard Jenkins. Best Actress in a Supporting Role, Mary J. Blige for Mudbound, Alison, Janey, I, Tonya, Leslie Manville for The Phantom Thread. I messed up the name Leslie. How did I do that? Laurie Metcalf, Lady Bird, and Octavia Spencer, Shape of Water. I want it to be Mary J. So bad. So bad. I want Mary J. or Octavia Spencer to win. I don't even care about the rest of the ladies in this category. Although I like Alison Janey, I do not like her as much as Mary J. Blige or Octavia Spencer. It would be a hate crime and internalized anti-blackness for me to not root for Mary J. Blige or Octavia Spencer. My mom would skin me alive if I didn't want Mary J. Blige to win. So, realistically, probably going to go to Alison Janey, but please, God, work some black magic for Mary J. or Octavia Spencer to win. Just like, let it happen. Let a black woman get this. Just let it happen. Next up is actor in a leading role, Timothy, the skinny twink from Call Me By Your Name. I don't know how to say his last name. Chalamet? It looks French. I don't know. Daniel Day-Lewis for Phantom Thread. Daniel Kaluuya for Get Out. I learned how to say his name. And Gary Oldman in The Darkest Hour, or Denzel Washington for Roman J. Israel Esquire, or whatever the ESQ stands for. I didn't see this movie. I'm gonna say I want Daniel Kaluuya or Denzel. I really want Denzel to win because I'm still pissed about them giving it to Casey Affleck last year. So I know it's probably going to go to Daniel Day-Lewis. That's my prediction, especially because he's retiring after this year. So they're probably going to give it to Daniel Day-Lewis for Phantom Thread, but I want it to be either Daniel Kaluuya or Denzel Washington. For Best Actress in a Leading Role, we have Sally Hawkins, Shape of Water, Frances McDormand, 3 Billboards, Margot Robbie, I, Tonya, Saoirse Ronan, Lady Bird, and Meryl Streep, The Post. First of all, Irish people, please, for the love of God, learn how to spell the names the way it's pronounced, because this is spelled like it says Saroja. What is Saoirse? There's an A and an O after this S. That's not. Let me hop off before some Irish person actually gets mad. But this is probably gonna go to. I want to say Meryl Streep, just because it's Meryl Streep, but I know it's probably gonna go to Frances McDormand or Sally Hawkins. Probably not Margot or Saoirse because this is their first Oscar nominations. I think this is Saoirse Ronan's first. No, she got nominated for Brooklyn about 2 years ago. Yeah, so no. It's either going to go to Frances McDormand or Sally Hawkins. And at long last, after all my rambling about how to pronounce Saoirse Ronan's name, The Best Picture awards are Call Me By Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, Shape of Water, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I want Get Out to win so bad. I know it's not realistic that it'll win, but I want it to win so bad because that movie just made such a huge cultural impact. Like, I just can't explain how much that movie meant to me when I saw it last year. It was so amazing. It was original. The acting was amazing. Daniel Kaluuya, oh my god. All the creepy white people. It was so good that I feel like, because it's so good that part of me feels like that even if it didn't win the Oscar, I'm like, okay, great. It's like bigger than an Oscar nomination, which in reality it is. We need to like create an award that's like higher than the Oscars. Like, what's a name that sounds more amazing than the Oscars? I don't know. Shit, the John Awards. I feel like Get Out is too good to even be nominated with these other movies because nothing else can compare to how good it was, how much of a cultural impact it was, how much money it made. Holy shit, that movie made a lot of money last year. But I know it's probably gonna go to 3 Billboards or Shape of Water. It's not gonna go to It's not gonna go to Call Me By Your Name because, like I said, they gave it to a gay movie last year. It's not gonna happen 2 years in a row. They might give it to Dunkirk just because everyone loves Christopher Nolan. Darkest Hour, I do not know what the fuck that movie is. I remember it vaguely, but I don't remember seeing any press about it. Lady Bird, they usually don't let comedies win, so I doubt Lady Bird will win. Phantom Thread, again, Daniel Day-Lewis was in it. He's retiring. They might give it to that. The Post, it's Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep. It's Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep's directed by Steven Spielberg. That's just an Oscar lineup. So if The Post wins, it's kind of like a no-brainer. But at the same time, it's like, but maybe you should give, smaller movies a chance. Shape of Water, again, Del Toro, it won at the Golden Globes for Best Direction. And 3 Billboards, it won for Best Drama at the Golden Globes. And movies that win Golden Globes tend to go on to win Oscars. So I want it to be Get Out, but this is a really tough category. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna go to Shape of Water, 3 Billboards, or The Post. And I hate being that person who always has like multiple wishes for Best Picture. So out of The Post, Shape of Water, and 3 Billboards, I'm gonna say 3 Billboards just because it won the Golden Globe. And those are my predictions for the big awards for the Oscars. I could not tell you what day the Oscars come on. I didn't look before I started this video, and I feel like a jackass if I just picked up my phone and started searching through Google to check. But I probably won't be able to watch the Oscars like live because I usually work on evenings and I usually work on Sundays. So if I don't watch the Oscars, I will definitely still post a video the next day about the awards. Were any of my predictions right? Which predictions did I get wrong? Were your predictions right or wrong? Just let me know who you're rooting for. I'll post my list of predictions down in the description. I'll post a link to all the nominations. But yeah, that's my list of Oscars. This year is stressful. And I said that last year coming off La La Land, but holy shit, I swear to God, if Lady Bird or Call Me By Your Name wins anything, I might lose my mind. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to edit this, get back in bed, and watch some more Netflix. Everybody have a nice day.